beautiful night, man. Thank you for letting us be here.
Yo,
Let me be here. What do you mean?
We are honored.
I feel like I'm in here with an army. So yeah, thank you for letting us be in here. Straight up.
Yo,
right?
Straight up.
We are honored. We are honored.
Man, if you don't know, if they don't know who you is, man, let the people know, man. Like what kind of work you put in, you feel me, and who are you?
Mad work.
My name is M1. I'm known as Matulu Olubala. That's my real name. In case anybody want to know, you can catch me on IG at M1 Dead Prez RBG, and my crew is Dead Prez People's Army. We international, worldwide, banging on the system. That's what we are. We gangsters. We pimping the system is what we doing. And what we've been doing this for like 17, 18, 19, 20 years. So me and my partner Stickman hooked up in Tallahassee, Florida around I would say 1992. And so we've been doing it from Florida for a minute. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and we linked up and formed our Dead Prez crew.
Word.
Which happened, not in Tallahassee wasn't known as Dead Prez, but we made a lot of demos, and we took over Tallahassee Radio, and we was working with some of the local cats then. My partner Stickman has extensive creative histories, you know what I mean? People like Prince Raheem, Beatmaster Clay D, like from way back when bass music was what it was, you know what I'm saying? But we moved to New York around 1996 and got a record deal.
Hell yeah, I remember them days.
Yeah, exactly. And we even though we were in Tallahassee, we listened to Mobb Deep and Big and B.I.G. and as well as a whole bunch of other gangster shit like Snoop's album, first album Doggy Style, and Dr. Dre's The Chronic, and we moved to New York thinking we wanted to put revolutionary gangster music right on the shelf, the same place that you could find Wu-Tang Clan and Snoop, Dre, and the rest of that, and we did that. We went to New York. We signed a record deal with at that time it was called RCA, BMG, and Loud. Loud was a record label.
Loud Records.
It was home of people like Wu-Tang Clan and Big Pun, Mobb Deep, Exhibit, a lot of West Coast, like a lot of people know West Coast, like Alcoholics and the rest.
Yeah,
and,
Alcoholics.
And then so we put out a record in 2000 called Let's Get Free, and it contained one of the songs that people know us for today called It's Bigger Than Hip Hop. And since it's bigger than hip hop, we continue. We stayed on Sony. We call it the Plantation. We stayed on that plantation for about 2 to 3 years, and we found out how important independence was. So we became independent around 2003, 2004, which was important for us because a lot of people wasn't trying to be independent then, but we knew how important it was. So we did that, and we put out some independent mixtapes called Turn Off the Radio, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. The last volume we did with DJ Drama is called Gangsta Grills. Revolutionary but Gangsta Grills, pardon me. And we continued up until now. And so our legacy is revolutionary music. We bang on the system, but we do it. We produce what we do, knowing that we're making it for our people who ready to hear it. And that's pretty much who I am up until this day. Right now I live in Florida. Again, even though I'm from Brooklyn, New York, most of my life and roots.
Brooklyn, born in Brooklyn, Kings County Hospital.
Right up, Kings County.
Shout out, raised in Kansas City, but Brooklyn, Kings County Hospital. Hey,
straight up, roots in Jamaica. Shout out Crown Heights. Shout out Flatbush. Shout out everybody listening throughout the whole Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, the whole gentrified Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. You know what I'm saying? All the way to Brownsville. We used to live out there. Me and Stick for the longest time, and so yeah, and we just, like I said, we've been doing this by the grace of the people. We've been afforded to do this for like 16 years. We're celebrating 16 years since our debut album, Let's Get Free. We just got off tour in Europe. We did the whole UK, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, and the rest. And we just got back about a week and a half ago. And I'm about to be out again and go overseas again. I just gotta give thanks for hip hop music, for giving us life and giving us a place to breathe, the truth that we want to talk, the language we want to say it in, and not hold our tongue. And I like to thank y'all, you know what I mean, SNDS for helping us be here talking the real, what we saying right here, you know what I mean, because it comes straight from the streets. So thank you for being stamped in the streets. So that's real.
Yo, what's up, man? But like he was saying, if you don't understand what he was saying, man, like it's time to bring back that real hip hop. You feel me?
For real.
Outkast really put Georgia on the map. So man, so we need people from Florida, Broward County. You feel me? Polk County, Dade County, West Palm. You feel me?
Be true to self.
Shout out to the homie Kodak Black.
Straight up.
You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into this joint, man.
We gonna go into the like, alright, this what we gonna do. We gonna go into the track that y'all known for.
Straight up.
That M1 is
Hold
known.
on.
Like I know he get this all the time, but like hold on. I know he get this all the time. But like he can't help it. He made a timeless fucking song. So he can't like say, well, I'm sick of hearing that shit. Nah, cause he made history.
Word.
That is something that will stick with us always because bigger than hip hop. Like,
man.
if y'all listen to the message of the fucking song, y'all would be able to appreciate more and learn more and do what y'all do better. So this is what I'm gonna do. M1, introduce this track and tell them what we do around here.
Yo, straight up, we made this track. It wasn't at a point where we made it. We were mocking radio music in New York City. Because we had made an album that came straight from my heart. Like I said, we started in Tallahassee, Florida. A lot of people don't know FAMU High. A lot of the youngsters who were around us was people like T-Pain. People don't know they was the youngsters. They was my young
Everybody
G.
in Tallahassee.
I want to speak to T-Pain about this and my people like Tabby Bonet, people who've been around, Hazik, people who in music now, executives who was around at that time, Rob Hardy, people who making films and music and love. So this is where this song comes from. When we say it's bigger than hip hop, it ain't. Of course, what we mean to talk about is raising it up and raising up hip hop to a point where we become progressive off it, we can live off it, we become powerful. And so when we say it's bigger than hip hop, that's what it means. We made this song as the last addition to our album Let's Get Free in 1999, but right before it came out in 2000, not knowing what statement we could make to the world ever again, because maybe Y2K could come and shut this whole thing down, but it didn't, and we're here today to still say the same thing that was relevant at that time. Straight up, it's bigger than these fake records. It's bigger than hip hop. That's
word.
Let's
Motherfucking right. Stepped in the Streets Radio, M1. Hey, Dead Prez in the building. Fully on Van Dunk in the building. Jap in the building.
People's Army. That's
It's
what it
bigger
is.
than.
All day. Miami, Broward, Dade. That's what it is. Let's go.
1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2.
It's bigger than hip hop. Why? It's bigger than hip hop. One thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain. White folks say control your brain. I know better than that, that's game. Mary ready for that. 2 soldiers head of the pack. Matter of fact, who got the gap and where my army at? Attack and not react. Back to beat, it don't reflect on how many records get sold. Old sex, love, and rock and roll. Whether your projects were on hold in the real world. These just people with ideas. They're just like me and you with a smoking camera disappear again. The real world is bigger than all these fake ass records. Wait, folks got the millions and my sisters disrespected. If you check 1 2, my word of advice to you is just relax. Just do what you got to do and got no work to kick the facts. If you was ride around and how to play the kind of crowd excited, or you wanna just get high and just say it. But then if you a lie, pants on fire, whoop, drop, taking with a while, I'm gonna know it when I play it. It's bigger than what? It's bigger than what? Bigger than? What bigger than? What bigger than?
Who shot Biggie Smalls? If we don't get them, they gon' get us all. I'm down for running up on them crackers in that city hall. We ride for y'all, all my dogs say we're. Nigga don't think these records gon' feed your season, pay your bills because they not. And see you living love and think they hot. Talk about how much money they got. Nigga, all y'all records sound the same. I'm sick of that fake R&B rap scenario all down the radio. Same scenes in the video, monotonous material. Y'all don't hear me though. These record labels think I take my joke. You be next in line inside and still be writing rhymes and you rap a Lexus or justice. A dream of some substance. A beamer, a necklace or freedom. This nigga like me don't play hate. I just say wait, it's real hip hop and it don't stop till we get the popo off the block. They call it what it is. It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop. What it is? What it bigger than? What it bigger than? What it bigger than? What it bigger than? It's bigger than. What it bigger than? What? What it bigger than? Who? What it bigger than? Look. DP's got that crazy shit. We keep it crunk up. John Blaze. DP's got that crazy. We keep it crunk up. John blazing. DP's got that crazy shit. We keep it crunk up. John blazing shit. DP's got that crazy shit. We keep it crunk up. John blazing shit. DP's got that crazy shit. We keep it crunk up.
Y'all already know.
Baseline.
Fuck you mean, SNDS Radio.
Real talk every time. Man. Every time. Thank God for always supporting it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It is bigger than.
It's still bigger than. And the remix, still bigger than, on the same album was produced by Kanye West, who came through and always was in the studio with us. That's my young G, Kanye. When we were making our album, first and second album, he would come through and sit in the studio with us all the time and ask us ideas, because he was producing records for Rockefeller. And he would say, yo, can he rap? Can I rap? Should I rap? And he came through. I remember one of the first, because he brought us like 10 joints. We recorded like so many songs with Kanye that we never released. And like I said, for everybody who has heard about his relationship to our album, he didn't produce that song. He produced Still Bigger Than Hip Hop, which is the remix on the same album. But that song itself was produced by my partner Stickman and my partner Tahir Ubahi Hanif, who's right now living in Orlando, Florida, one of my original crew from Tallahassee. So that was produced by my partner Stickman. And then the remix was produced by Kanye West, who went on and was our mentee. Huge. And we worked with him for many years until he became who he is today.
Okay, now that song, and I'm not sure if you got this question from anybody else, but I'm sure you probably did. How the hell did Dave Chappelle run off with y'all record? Not run off in that way. I don't want to say it like that. But I mean like
not at all. Let me tell you what happened. Like, Dave is our friend. We've been down for a long time since he made a movie called Half Baked. Anybody who knows Dave?
Hell
yeah, that's my shit.
So when he came along, we were friends, and he was friends with our community in New York. So he knew a lot of the artists and so we went on tour one time with a group that was backed by the Roots. And the Roots was the band. They played all the songs live, and it was people like Talib Kweli. It was people like Jaguar Wright, Jazzy Fat Nasties. It was like it was so many. It was like, and we went with them and did a tour. It was one of our first official tours that we did was with the Roots. I mean, the first one official was Lyricist Lounge. The second was had to be like them, and then third was like D'Angelo, who took us on the Voodoo tour. And it's like, so that was the second tour we have ever gone on, and Dave Chappelle was on that tour for like a good leg of it. He would come every night, smoke joints, blunts with us every night, right before we do the finale. We did the finale song, which is Bigger Than Hip Hop. And Questlove and all them, if you watch the Fallon Show right now, you know who the Roots is. At that point, they was a touring band. They don't tour no more. And Black Thought, you know, the whole Roots crew, Dice Raw, you know, Malik B, those amazing dudes, amazing lyricists. We would be on the side watching them, and Dave Chappelle would be like, yo. So one day, while we was up north in Boston touring, he was like, yo, I'm going to do a show
and he said to me, I want to use your song as the theme song for the show. And I was like, oh man, for sure. Like as I passed in the joint. And then like 2 months later, he had went to Comedy Central and he had already, I guess, been shooting the pilot and had the idea. And he was like, and it was for real. And so a lot of people who associate us with It's Bigger Than Hip Hop with the Chappelle Show, I give thanks to Dave, who's my friend until this day. I see him in Oakland, California. He tours. He's still doing great. He's still mad paid. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for everybody who thinks whatever they think. And yeah, I give thanks for him giving us that light as like the intro theme song for the Chappelle Show.
So do you think that the song was already big and he just took heed to that and ran with it? Or do you think that he had a pivotal part in making that song huger than anybody thought? Like,
well, I mean, obviously TV does more, and people, it reached a wider audience. But I have to say that like that didn't come to like 3 years